Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillah. Salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Okay, Shanu, which surah we are in?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
And what is the one of the most important surah of Baqarah and maybe the whole Quran? One of the most.
Surah.
One ayah, one verse.
Ayatul Kursi.
Ayatul Kursi. And what is the number of the verse? Do you remember?
230.
Close. 255. 255. Verse number 255 of Surah Al-Baqarah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke highly about this verse, Ayatul Kursi. Do we use this verse in our day-to-day life?
Yes.
When?
Just before we sleep.
Okay. What did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? When I say Rasul, what do you say?
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So whenever I say Rasul, you say sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay.
Yep.
What did Rasul
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam
said about this verse? Reciting this verse before you go to sleep. What happens then?
If you say that verse when you go to sleep, angels will protect
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will appoint
angels.
an angel, specifically one angel, protecting you throughout the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll be protected in your sleep, because in sleep so many bad things can happen.
Yeah.
Dreams and nightmares and things like that. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, make an habit to recite this every night. There's everyone who is listening, dear kids of Shayan's age and everyone, if you are listening to this, make an habit, make a point that you recite Ayatul Kursi every night before you go to sleep. Okay? Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it possible for all of us to do that. There is an hadith which is reported from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which Abu Hurairah, have you heard about
Abu Hurairah, yeah.
who is that?
Abu Hurairah
Is a companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a companion who narrated many hadiths, many statements of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One day, what happened was, Abu Hurairah was appointed in charge of the charity which was coming into the Muslims, the Ramadan and all that, zakat and sadaqah and all that. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had a place where he used to have that, all the charity stuff, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam appointed Abu Hurairah in charge of that. Okay. One day, a man came at night to steal that, something from that. Abu Hurairah caught him on a hand, and that person got scared. Abu Hurairah said, I'm going to take you to the Rasul of Allah. Okay. That man begged, saying that I am poor, I don't have money, I am doing this to feed my family and all that kind of stuff. Please leave me alone, please don't take it. So he left him. Abu Hurairah let him go. Next day morning, when he saw the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he reported the story. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he is a liar. So whatever he said, he was telling lies. Next day, next night, same thing happened. In the same story repeated by that man, and Abu Hurairah let him go. Third night also, same thing happened. And Abu Hurairah kept on reporting it back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he is a liar. Third night, Abu Hurairah made a point that, no, this time I'm not letting him go. He caught him and he said, no, I'm not listening to you, any of your excuses. You are going to come with me. I'm taking you to the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then he said, look, if you leave me, I'm going to teach you a verse from the, teach you or tell you a benefit of one of the verses from the Quran. If you recite that, you will not have any trouble from the thieves. Okay? Or nobody will harm you. And then Abu Hurairah asked, what is that? Then that man said, it is Ayatul Kursi. And then Abu Hurairah let him go. Next day morning, when Abu Hurairah came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and reported that, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, what he said about Ayatul Kursi is true, even though he is a liar. Then he asked, oh Abu Hurairah, Do you know who was that who was coming to your home every night? Abu Hurairah said, Allah and His Rasul knows best. I don't know, Ya Rasulullah. Rasulullah said, it was the shaitan who disguised in the form of a man shape, and he was coming to steal the money on all the mal, gold and all that stuff from the charity stuff of the people. So what we learn from this hadith is the importance of Ayatul Kursi. The shaitan who is going to run away when an Ayatul Kursi is recited. Any part of Surah Al-Baqarah, if it is recited in any home, what happens?
Shaitan runs away.
Shaitan runs away in an embarrassing way. You remember that saying? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he will be running away in a very disgusted way. Correct? You understand that?
Yeah.
You remember that story, right? So that is the power of Ayatul Kursi. We will be constantly attacked by the shaitan, the devil, but Allah and the Prophet has taught us. They have taught us how to protect ourselves from the shaitan. Okay, that is, one of them is by constantly reciting
Ayatul Kursi.
Ayatul Kursi. Okay, shall we make an intention that we will be increasing the recitation of this particular verse in our life?
Yeah.
I mean, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for all of us to keep this verse in our heart, depth of our heart, to be used at any time and all the time. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.